How you doing, world? This is Miguel with Universal Hyundai and Universal Genesis, and today, oh my goodness, we have something very special. Finally, the day has come, it has arrived, the Genesis G70. And this isn't only G70. For all you dorks out there that know more than me, this is the twin turbo, baby, 365 horsepower of good to go. Now, the whole spirit of Genesis is pushing the limits of what used to be into the world of what should be. And in that spirit, I'm gonna go ahead and do something that I haven't really got approval for. So upper management, I'm sorry, but just like SEAL Team 6, I'd much rather ask for forgiveness than permission, because today, baby, we are driving this thing. Come on. Something that I love about the G70, forget all the horsepower and all the tech, that's awesome, but it's very practical. I mean, you still have blind spot sensors, which is obvious. Something that isn't so obvious is that it does have lane keeping assist too. So once you get at 40 miles an hour and the road is a gradual turn, the steering wheel actually does steer. So if you see the movement, yeah, I'm letting it kind of go its own way. But again, that's before the coffee kicks in or a little after it wears off. It's not an autopilot, but it is one of those things, the car has your back. And not to mention, you do have the premium steel, being that Hyundai is its parent company still, to know that this car is solid. And as a matter of fact, speaking of solidity, if that's even a word, this car is the most rigid car in its class. Albert Biermann is, the way to get a dynamic performing car is to start with a rigid body, okay? So being that this is a twin turbo, you do have a sport tuned suspension, and it is very, very nimble. Like it listens to you. It's crazy. You just a little bit of input and it's doing exactly what you want it to do before you even know that that's what you want it to do. It is phenomenal. I'm loving this thing. And not only that, listen to the radio. Oh my goodness. I'll be like Pitbull. Yeah, baby. 15 speakers of Lexicon surround sound. And we have, I'm going very slow, so I'm gonna punch it a little bit, so hope you got a good hold on the camera. Watch this. That's 35 miles an hour. But is it? Yes, it is. Trust me, I am driving this car properly. Let me go ahead and turn that back off. And the car will just give it a little bit of tap, and it's like that friend who's an alcoholic. You just tell it what to do and it wants to do it, you know what I mean? Take another shot, go a little faster. This is what the G70 is about. It's exciting, you know? And I don't even know what to say. Look at this smile on me. How much is a smile worth to you? It genuinely makes you feel happy. This is one of the cars that everybody wants to have. And if North American Car of the Year is any metric on how well this car is gonna do, not only is it gonna compete against everything else, this is a legitimate threat. With the Germans, with the Japanese, this is gonna take it over. I swear to you, with all your free stuff that you get with Genesis, you don't even have to come to the dealership to go to oil change. You still do have the valet service on the Genesis. This is what this life is about. Genesis wants you to enjoy your life, not spend time at the dealership, wasting money, wasting time. Free service, free everything with the valet. It's incredible. It is incredible. But even with all the horsepower you get, if you wanted to, you can cruise it as a daily. Something fun that I just found out with the camera guy here, Carlos. Right now we're in sport mode. You can go ahead and put it in eco mode. It actually shows you right there that it's in eco mode. Something that I didn't know is that when you go from sport mode to eco mode, or anything from whatever to sport, the seat bolsters, they inflate and deflate. So when you put in sport, it inflates to keep you more rigid in the seat. But if you're just doing some cruising, they deflate, just so that way you can enjoy your cruise and your relaxation to work or school, or just to show off to some friends, because that's this car. Yeah, this is the car you want to show off to friends. So just because I'm a responsible person, I came to a kind of a secluded road that nobody else is on, because I have to show you launch control. So the way to activate launch control, you go ahead, switch this little dial over till you get to sport. Very neat. Now, what you do, you hold the traction control button right here until it says traction control disabled, stability control disabled. Foot on the brake, foot on the gas, launch control ready, and 0 to 60. 4.5 seconds. Oh, and I'm slowing down. I didn't hit 60 yet, but woo! You turned into a pirate driving this thing. You want to be a menace, but it's very unique type of menace. I don't know, it's something different. It's something definitely special about this car. Not because I sell the Genesis. I mean, I'm sold on the product, but there's something. I've been in Mercedes, I've driven BMWs, and they're nice, but I don't know. There's something about this car. It makes you happy. And being that this is the Prestige package, it's not the Sport, it's the Prestige, so it's almost a Sport. This is the first package you could actually get the quilted Napa leather everywhere. Air-conditioned seats in this, obviously. You also do have wireless charging, so it's a techie car. So it doesn't matter if you like to drive fast, if you like to have your convenience too. This is pretty nice. Very pretty nice. I haven't laughed so much in a video because I'm genuinely excited about this car and what it's going to do for the industry, because man, I'm going to be sitting pretty when I'm selling these things left and right, and you're going to be sitting pretty when you're driving this home tonight or tomorrow. Ha! You like my Dr. Seuss skills? I know you do. And you don't always have to launch it super hard. And as a matter of fact, when you take it off of sport mode, the side bolsters deflate, so you're much more comfy in your car. And on top of that is a very stable platform. Albert Biermann, for those of you that don't know, he was actually the head of BMW's development, and he helped create the M sports division of BMW. He's very renowned for what he's doing. Guess what? He's now leading product development at Genesis and Hyundai. It's amazing. Now, something that they did with this car to help improve the quality of the rigidity is that they actually made it an inch wider than the C-Class, an inch lower than the C-Class, so you have a lower center of gravity, which is exactly what you want in a performance handling car. Ha, language. And on top of that, they actually use a lot of tricks to make it very light. Aerospace tricks that they use from aircraft, such as structural adhesive. It's much better than spot welding because it's more lighter and there's no rattling. It's a continuous adhesive. And on top of that, you also do have exactly the right amount of aluminum, for those of you of the English vernacular, and it's very strategic where they placed it. You know, very low center of gravity. It's incredible what they've actually done with the tricks that they've done. And if you actually compare this to anything else out there, it's thousands less, and you don't have the warranty. Because for those of you that actually just want to buy it instead of leasing, you can do that. You have 10 years worth of coverage for the powertrain and everything else like that. It's incredible what they've actually done with this. Yeah, it's wow. That's all I can keep on saying is wow.